how to prep for your first year of teaching. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura Evans. I am a 4th grade math and science teacher in the state of Florida, and I'm here to tell you guys today how to prep for your first year. It's summertime, people are starting to go back to school, starting to prep their classrooms, so I figured I'd give those first year teachers some tips and tricks from someone who's been teaching for a few years. So here we go. So first and foremost, my first tip has to be pick a focus. You may have heard this before. I've definitely mentioned it in my videos before, but finding a focus for your first year is so important. My suggestion would be to pick classroom management. So pick that focus, make that the thing that you're going to be great at this year. And if everything else kind of is just mellow, average, that's fine. But as long as you're trying different things out with your classroom management or whatever your focus is, you're going to be successful because that was what you're focusing on for that year. So, and if you're not successful at it, try different things. So yeah, pick a focus, don't try to do it all. So going along with that, obviously if you're picking a focus this summer, you can be reading some professional development books on that topic. Here are some suggestions for classroom management. Check them out. I'll link it down in the description as well if you want to purchase them so you can read them yourself. I know personally for me, obviously my focus is math because I am a math and science teacher, so math obviously is the dominant subject there. So I am working on building my math knowledge and becoming a better math teacher. So this is the book I am currently reading this summer, and I'm going to work on building in some guided math into my classroom next year, and I'm very excited for it. So yeah, that'll be my focus. The next thing to prep over summer is definitely planning out your routines, procedures, expectations, how you want those things to run in your classroom. Write it out, that way you have it, and when you're in front of the class on that first day of school, when you're freaking out, you're all nervous, at least I know I was, you can pull out that paper and literally read it, or have the kids read it. I know Pocketful Primary, not Michelle Ferrer, she's Michelle Emerson now. She has checklist of beginning of the year procedures and things that you can go over, so you could get that. I will link it down below for you. It's amazing. It'll help you kind of figure out what I need to plan out, because I know, especially for me, I always forget some things here and there, and her list is awesome. It's pretty all-encompassing, and there's even room for you to write your own if you think of more that she hasn't thought of. While that may not be the most fun thing to think about this summer, and you might want to be thinking about all those decor and the cute fun things for your classroom setup, it is really important, and the sooner you get that written out, the sooner you have it planned out, you thought about it, the easier it is going to be for you to transition into the classroom when you do have to start teaching. All right, going along with that, obviously, is going to be prepping those parent packets. So you've written out all your expectations, your rules, your routines, all those things that you want to share with the kids. Why not go ahead at the same time starting to develop those parent packets that you're going to hand out, those beginning of the year forms, things like that. You do want to inform your parents of the expectations, because while yes, the kids are the ones who are going to be having to show you and do those routines day in and day out, the parents do need to be aware of them, especially if you're teaching the elementary grades. They want to know what's going on in the classroom, so prepping those things ahead of time will save you some time, energy at the beginning of the school year, and then later on in the school year it's going to save you some headaches, because you can say, yes, I did hand out those expectations at the beginning of the year, here's another copy. So I know you're probably thinking at this point, but what about classroom decor? There's a couple more things I want you to plan and prep for the first year of teaching. Before you do that, definitely think about the first week of school and try to plan it out as much as you can. Obviously, you want to get into touch with your team members, because they may have things that they do every year that is required by the school. So reach out to them, see if there's expectations for the first week, see what they have planned out, and kind of go from there. Obviously, you want to make it your own. But if you're kind of lost, I know I was lost in my first year, lean on your teammates, ask them what they're doing, and try to plan that out as much as possible over summer, so that way that back to school time, when you're going in for all those meetings, you're not so overwhelmed with all those checklist things that you have to do for the principal. You already have that first week planned out, and you can just focus on getting all those extra random things done the decorating of the classroom, all those fun things. So yeah, plan it out. All right, so now onto the fun stuff. Slowly over summer, obviously we are into July now, getting into August. I know some people don't start until September, but I am starting, oh geez, in like 2 weeks, I think, when you guys are seeing this in like less than a week. So yeah, so slowly over summer, start shopping those sales. I know Michael's always does back to school sales. If you show them your teacher ID badge, they give you an extra, I think like 15% off on those things. So that's awesome. Shop the tax-free weekend. Dollar store is great, obviously. Going to Bullseye Playground and Target. Amazon has a lot of sales and things. Making an Amazon wish list, mine's linked down below if you want to help out my future students. But don't try to get it all over the summer. Trust me, it's gonna take time to build up and make your classroom exactly the way you want it. I know my first year I spent so much money and it wasn't the way I wanted it. So, you know, take some time, really see what works for you and build it up over throughout the school year. So wait for those things to go on sale, make donor choose projects. I did make a whole video on how to kind of get things on a budget for your classroom setup, so I'll link that for you guys if you want to check it out. But yeah, take your time with it. It doesn't all have to be ready on the first week of school, the first month of school, the first year of school. Yeah, take your time getting things for your classroom. And the last thing to prep for your first year of teaching, obviously, is all that fun decor, classroom setup stuff that everyone shows in all their classroom setup videos. That's the fun stuff. That's the stuff we think about as teachers. Well, at least I think about over summer as teachers, getting all the labels and all that stuff. So that would probably be the last thing on the list to start prepping. I know for me that's always usually the first thing I want to do, but maybe you can use it as like a reward, do one thing and then you can do some decor stuff. Again, if you're trying to stay on a budget, don't go to those teacher stores. They can be very expensive that have all the pre-made posters and all that stuff. You can definitely go onto Teachers Pay Teachers, print out your own stuff, laminate it. That's awesome. You could definitely create your own stuff as well instead of spending money on Teachers Pay Teachers. You can even just make anchor charts once you're in the actual classroom. So there's definitely ways to save money there, and just, you know, take your time with it, have fun decorating. So those are my 7 things that I would say you should prep over the summer to get ready for your first year of teaching. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, as well as leave me a comment down below if you think of any other things that I missed on this list of things that first year teachers should definitely prep. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!